is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it from Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
I do think that works, Joe and Jan, and here we go, making some powerful introductions of some heart-centered, growth-minded individuals. And first up, from New York, New York, people first leader with decades of team building expertise, aligning strength for authentic connections, engagement, and collective achievement. Client-centered, solution-focused guides who ensures every intersection delivers empathy, respect, future-ready, and practical solutions. Impact decision maker, blending professional expertise with fatherly care, fostering clarity, confidence in personal financial journeys. Let's welcome to the show, Chris Liu. Chris, thank you for being here. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And as I said in the green room, you'll have an opportunity to share a fun fact about yourself, Chris. Chris, this is something that could be cool that you've done, something outstanding, something that you're proud of, something super weird, whatever you want, Chris. But Chris, something that would make us go, Chris, no way. So Chris, what is your fun fact for us today?
All right, fun fact. So I played varsity college basketball. I guarded D1 guys and still had to convince the refs that Spud Webb wasn't my father.
Spud Webb is not your father. That is a super fun fact. Chris, way to tie that in. And Chris, it already seems like you're a fun dude. Are you ready to have some fun?
I am ready.
Let's do it. Rolling with Chris from, let's see if we've got, we do, from New Jersey, national sales leader with deep technical experience building trust and guiding decisions that authentically enhance clients' lives. Proven protector showing calm, ethical leadership under pressure, drawing from real-world responsibilities in high-stake roles serving others. Consistent builder of caring communities, leading with integrity and unwavering service, leaving everyone in a better than he found them. Let's welcome to the show, Kevin Randolph.
How are we doing, everybody? It's Rudolph, so I don't want to correct you on the first day, but I have to.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I will say, Kevin, if you had showed up 10 minutes early like you were supposed to in the green room,
Guilty.
I would have
Guilty.
I would have double checked everyone's name because I do struggle with the disability of dyslexia, and so names are tough for me. That's why we do ask everybody to be here. But Kevin Rudolph, thank you for being here today. And as we said in the green room, this is an opportunity to share a fun fact. And so this could be something that you're proud of, something cool that you've done, but it's a headline, Kevin, not a story. And so, Kevin, what is the fun fact that you would like to share with us today?
So a fun fact about me is I used to be a New Jersey State Humane Police Officer. So I was one of New Jersey's animal cops for many years before the department changed hands. And I had a lot of fun to protect and serve our furry friends in the state of New Jersey. It was just a thing I was passionate about and got involved in. So really had a lot of fun with it.
That is beautiful, Kevin. Very heart-centered way to make an impact and protect our furry friends. So thank you for your service and welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Thank you. Thank you.
Coming from the great state of New York, transforms complexity into clarity by aligning identity, strategy, and systems to build simple, scalable, distinctly human-centered businesses, blends executive strategy, storytelling, impactful messaging, and emotional intelligence so leaders make clear decisions that authentically express their visions, brings clarity and confidence to any room, dissolving confusion and empowering belief in the business and the future we build. Let's welcome to the show, Jessica Gonzalez.
Everybody, coming from New York City, very cold but lovely and beautiful city to be a part of. Born and raised native New Yorker, so that's one fun fact. And another cool fun fact is that I've lived in 5 countries and I've actually learned 3 languages by doing that. So great experience, and it's also helped contribute to my ability to think outside the box, having been exposed to so many different cultures when it comes to
So Jessica, we're getting into that story. Remember, we said we were not telling a story, just the headline. But that is super incredible. 5 countries, 3 languages. And Jessica, if you could go to any country tomorrow, where would it be?
Ooh, Thailand.
Thailand. I hear wonderful things about Thailand. That is amazing. That is noted. Jessica, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And are you ready to have some fun?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's do it. Rolling with Jessica from New York, New York. We've got, now we're going to the great state of Georgia, Kennesaw, Georgia. Author, speaker, coach, guiding others to safeguard purpose, legacy, and future through holistic, faith-centered foundations. Transformational leader drawing wisdom from lived experiences, empowering journeys from adversity to resilience, freedom, and purposeful growth. Conversation catalyst who multiplies impact, encouraging bold action, renewed living, and lasting influence at the intersection of faith and business. Let's welcome to the show, Wanda Pearson.
Hello, everyone. So fun fact is that I played football and I played volleyball all in one semester at Ohio State. That's one fun fact. And also I've been to Brazil 3 times. So I enjoy going away with IBM. So that's one of the fun facts I have.
That is an impressive fun fact. I have all kinds of questions about football and Ohio State. Maybe if we've got some time later, we'll do that. But that is definitely a fun fact. Wanda, are you ready to have some fun?
Oh, absolutely. I'm ready to I always like to have fun.
Absolutely. She's ready to have some fun. Wanda's ready. Let's go. And ready to roll in with Wanda having some fun. Also from the New York metropolitan area, brings clarity and momentum to high-stake environments, trusted for seeing what works and turning vision into practical action. Bridges, big ideas and execution, leading with steadiness, integrity, and hard-won experience in spaces demanding responsibility, real-world results, simplifies complexity, and sparks progress without ego, sharpening conversations, cleaning up decisions, and making the future a genuinely feel within reach. Let's welcome to the show, Anthony Avenue.
Thank you, Bella, for the amazing intro. Yeah, I'm a big car enthusiast outside of work. I love going across the country to travel and car spot. And recently just came back from Monterey, California over the summer. I was there to go look at the car events and stuff going on.
Anthony, car enthusiast. And so, Anthony, I have to ask, if you could like get in any kind of car tomorrow, what would it be?
McLaren 600 LT.
McLaren
600 LT.
600
the exhaust
LT.
pipes are in the back of the engine. So it's really cool.
I don't know what that is, but maybe others know who that is, and maybe that's impressive. I see some nods. That is impressive to some other folks here. I do know McLaren. That sounds very cool. Anthony, I don't know if we're going to go as fast and be as cool as a McLaren, but I think we'll have some fun today. Are you ready?
All set.
Let's do it. Next up, coming from the great state of Arizona, founder, speaker, and growth strategist, empowering visionaries to multiply abundance through aligned relationships and measurable collaboration. Future-focused transformation catalyst, blending human connection with technology mastery and exponential possibility-driven mindset, creates unity-focused ecosystems where leaders grow, audience expand, and collaboration turns into bold purpose into joyful, abundant businesses. Let's welcome to the show, Daniel Knight. Daniel, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Daniel, what is your fun fact?
Yeah, thank you, Bella. Hello, everybody. So I am a reflector by human design, which makes up less than 1% of the population. And I like to use this as a superpower to help business owners identify the strengths and weaknesses to match them with the best strategic partnerships possible.
I love it, Daniel. Daniel is a 1%er. Daniel, are you ready to have some fun?
Always.
Do reflectors have fun?
Absolutely. As long as everybody else is having fun.
As long as everybody else is having fun. Well, hopefully everybody else is having fun. Daniel, and let's go. Next up, from Bountiful, Utah, founder and CEO and author on a mission to heal, empower, and guide through challenge and reinvention. Creator of a renowned mindset assessment measuring thought patterns, transforming behavior, health, and professional performance at the root. He is the greatest creation in his greatest creation, a 51-year marriage, 7 children, 27 grandchildren. Holy moly. 2 great-grandchildren on the way. Stands as living proof that aligned thinking creates aligned lives. Let's welcome to the show, Dave Blanchard. Dave, I'm so sorry I keep saying David. Dave, that is impressive. I think the thing I'm most impressed by, the 51 marriage, 7 children, and 27 grandchildren. That's a lot of names to keep track of and a lot of Christmas presents to buy.
Yeah, that's 44 people for lunch on Sunday.
44 people for lunch on Sunday. That's more than many people's small businesses. Dave, that is impressive. And Dave, what is your fun fact for us today?
Well, I changed mine for Anthony because I'm a car guy. And I collect Corvettes, and I have since I was 17. And I have a hand-picked version of all 8 from C1 to C8. So that's kind of fun. And lastly, in my private time, I like to compose music, and I just finished a piece for a large choir called Softly. So very excited about that.
That is beautiful. Dave, impact-driven, I hear for sure. I can see that you are also a Holmes fan. That is impressive. And are you ready to have some fun?
I'm going to have some fun. Yes, absolutely.
Dave is ready to have some fun. I don't know if we're going to be as much fun as 27 grandchildren, but hopefully a fraction of that fun. Are you ready? All right, let's do it. Rolling with Dave. Thank you, Dave. We are going to Salt Lake City area, Utah, head of people and culture at a Utah-based insurance company, leading organizational development and culture, PCC certified executive and leadership coach, serving businesses across US, Brazil, and Canada. Former banking and wealth management professional turned multilingual leadership development expert. Let's welcome to the show, Elaine Heidman.
Thank you so much, Bella. I appreciate that.
Fun fact about me. So I was born in Brazil, raised in Canada, been living and thriving in the US, and I have manifested everything I have in my life, including my husband. So that's how I like to approach.
I love it. Edlin is a manifesting machine, including her husband. That is beautiful. Maybe he manifested you too, Edlin. And Ledlane, are you ready to have some fun today?
Absolutely. Super excited to be here. Thank you again.
Thank you. Next up, we are going to Saratoga Springs, Utah, CEO of Elevated Worldwide, helping executives, founder, and business owners elevate performance through value-based leadership and intentional growth. Mentor and thought leader, trusted by top leaders and high performers to awaken potential without burnout or hustle-driven culture. Family-centered, mission-driven leader known as the Clark Kent of personal development, integrating faith, purpose, and impact into business and life. Let's welcome to the show, Tony Child.
Well, my fun fact is I have a very strategic brain, so I can think very far ahead, many steps ahead. So my kids do not like playing board games with me, in particular Settlers of Catan. When Xbox Live came out, I was ranked number 5 in the world on Settlers of Catan. So watch out.
Oh my God, I love that. That is my favorite game. It's the only board game that I actually know. I thought it was pretty good until I've met you. I am definitely not interested in playing Settlers Catan with you, Tony. So thank you for that heads up. And I don't know if this is not going to need as much strategy as you need for Settlers Catan. Now, do you like mix the pieces and the numbers and everything and play with like everything mixed, or do you set up the board the same way?
No, we mix it up every time. And my kids have tried for 10 years to beat me and haven't yet. So,
all right. Well, I am definitely not going to try because I like winning myself, Tony. But thank you. And I don't think you're going to need near as much strategy today as you do on Settlers Catan. But we'll have as much fun. Are you ready?
of course, let's go.
Let's do it. All right, rolling with Tony. We have some folks that set this whole show up, the reason that you're all together here today. And first, from New Milford, New Jersey, President at Large Financial Company has transferred his financial planning expertise from Wall Street to accelerate optimized finances for all. 68 win-win strategies in the first 2 months of this year alone. He leads with heart and integrity to cause financial wellness, whether it be CEO or the receptionist. 11 upcoming speaking engagements on national stage, and a proud dad and husband. Let's welcome to the show, Joseph Wexler. Mr. Joe Wexler, your fun fact, please.
I also love Settlers of Catan. My brother runs a tournament, so now I have somebody that I could throw in there that'll definitely beat everybody at the tournament, snake in the hole. And I love traveling. I've traveled to so many different unbelievable places. Great to be here.
Beautiful. Joe is traveling the world, playing Settlers of Catan. I get it. And Joe, are you ready to have some fun?
100%.
All right, let's do it. Next up, from American Fork, Utah, a registered nurse who built a thriving wellness practice over 15 years, empowering people to reclaim confidence, vitality, and health, currently expanding through influence mastery and medical revenue recovery with Unblinded, embracing extraordinary growth, deeper learning, and transformative path to elevate life and impact. Devoted to a family of 8 children, 13 grandchildren, she's trying to keep up with Dave. Inspired to build a lasting legacy of love, purpose, and contribution. Let's welcome to the show, Jan Paxman.
Thank you. Well, my fun fact is we just had our 14th grandbaby 3 days ago. So that was fun. And we have 6 boys and 2 girls. And a few years ago, my boys, when we were able to take the family to Hawaii, drug me up in an airplane and we jumped out over the North Shore and I parachuted down with them and it was an amazing experience. So
That is awesome and amazing, Jan. Beautiful heart, beautiful soul, jumping out of airplanes with the family. That is impressive. Are you ready to have some fun?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. Well, I will quickly introduce myself. My name is Bella Verita. I have co-hosted more than 1,800 episodes with more than 5,000 guests of this very show. Prior to that, I started as an entrepreneur at 8 years old when I was selling crafts on my parents' front lawn. And I had an incredible business model because my parents would take me to Michael's. They would buy me crafts. I would make these wreaths. I'd sell them on the front lawn and I got to keep all of the profits. Not quite how business worked today, but as an 8-year-old, I was banking. But I transferred those skills. Someone introduced me into a network marketing company at 18. By the time I was 19 years old, I was a top income earner in that company. Then when that company shut down, I went into commercial real estate in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I was the #1 business broker in the whole state of Nevada, first woman ever and the youngest woman ever to ever do so. Now I've led and trained different sales teams for about the last 2.5 decades until I came to Unblinded about 5.5 years ago. And I've been co-hosting this show and leading training development within Unblinded. So that is myself, Bella Verita.
Woohoo!
Thank you for that woohoo, Jan. And I will go with the fun fact, since I already shared in the green room. I did learn to surf, ski, and scuba dive from a blind man. But I think what is super fun is I went from like surfing in the Pacific Ocean yesterday to walking in the snow today with my dog here in Denver, Colorado, which is quite the contrast. And I absolutely love both. From surfing to skiing, I do it all. And that is my fun fact for today. Jan and everyone, and thank you for the warm welcome. And now that we've made some fun introductions, now we get to get down to business, because Plato said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we spoke for a year. And the reason that we do the show this way and we play a little fun game, because it enables us to get to know each other in a fun way, have some fun, and then continue the relationships later. I like to say this is better than like meeting someone for a cup of coffee to get to know them. We get to have some fun and get to continue the relationships after. So we have Chris in the participant seat, and then Wanda. Joe has voluntold you into the participant seat also. Are you willing to take that leap? She's a yes girl. She's adventurous. She's saying yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe.
So Wanda, Chris, and everyone, this is what this looks like. You'll have the opportunity to either role play with Jan or Joe. They're going to be in the role player seat today. And just as a reminder, Jan and Joe, you guys will be up for choosing a scenario or coming up with a scenario to put me in the hot seat in a little bit. But Wanda and Chris, you can role play with Joe or Jan. They will be anyone that you want them to be that you would like to cause a yes with, because all business is built on the ability to cause yes. You can't get clients, make deals if you can't cause yes. And so this is not Wolf of Wall Street meets Boiler Room, because you'll only have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes. So it could be just a yes for a longer meaning, but they can play any role you want. It could be for a business deal. It could be for, book publishing, could be for a philanthropic opportunity, or someone to co-write a book with you. Anything, any meaningful yes to you in your business right now. And so let's go, Joe. Are we going to start with Wanda or Chris? He's on mute, but I think he's saying Chris, since he just threw Wanda into
Let's go with Chris.
Since he just threw Wanda into that participant seat. So Chris, would you like to role play with Joe or Jan?
I am open-minded. Let's go with Jan.
All right, so we'll go Jan. And who would you like Jan to be, Chris?
I would like her to be some sort of senior administrator at Montclair State University. And I would like to be the go-to resource for students who are exploring a career in financial education or financial advisory. So
all right, Jan.
She's someone I have to convince to be that go-to person.
All right, you're the big boss, Jan. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Jan, you'll take us in by saying, hello, this is Jan.
Hello, this is Jan at Montclair.
Hi, Jan. This is Chris Liu. How are you doing?
Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Look, I've done some research and I know that Montclair is serious about preparing students for real world financial decisions. And that's the world that I live in every single day. As a life and health producer with Series 6, 63, 65, and a CFA charter, I feel like I'm in a position to give students a look into what a career in financial services and advising looks like and feels like. Not just the licenses, but what the lifestyle could be like, what the income path could be like, and what the impact could be like. If it works for you, Jan, I'd love to be your go-to external contact so that whenever a student comes to you and says, hey, I'm curious about becoming a financial advisor or working in financial education, who do you know that I can talk to? And then you could confidently send them my way.
Oh, wow. Okay, so how many years experience did you say you have?
So I've been in financial services for over 20 years. I've been running this business for a little over 2 years. And look, I feel like I have the experience to point young folks in the right direction. And I think this will be a great opportunity for both of us.
Interesting. You don't look much over 20 yourself, so you must have started when you were super young.
I appreciate that. I am in my mid 40s. I'm 45. I do get that a lot. Sometimes it works against me, sometimes it works for me, but hopefully it's a good thing.
Okay, just a quick question for you, Chris. Where do you feel that a person should begin their training in financial literacy in order to be successful long term as they grow into adulthood?
So I think the very, very first thing, and I want to bring value to everyone I speak to. So hopefully I bring value to you as well, Jen. The very first thing that a young person should think about is the foundation. And the foundation when it comes to building a solid house of finance is your budgeting. You got to have a good understanding of what's coming in and what's going out. Because if you don't have that figured out, all that other stuff is just a shiny token, like investments, crypto, securities, life insurance. All of that other stuff are just shiny things that mean nothing if you don't have a strong foundation.
Good answer. Well, I'm interested. Let's talk further.
Okay. Do you have time now, or should we book a time tomorrow, the day after, to get more in depth?
I don't have any more time now, but let's set up something and I would be interested.
Okay. So is tomorrow or the day after better for you?
Probably.
So Chris, we'll pause there. Fantastic job. We'll get to the feedbackers in just a moment. But Wanda, if you're good, we'll have you role play with Joe. And Joe, Wanda, who would you like Joe to be?
I would like for him to be someone who's interested in being in my book, an author or a publisher is what I like him to be.
A publisher for your book. Joe, you are a publisher for Wanda's book. Take us in, please.
Hi, Joe. How are you? This is Wanda Pearson, and I am looking for someone to publish my new book that's coming out, Forgiveness, Walking in Freedom to God's Grace. This book is about healing and unforgiveness. So I am looking for someone to really review my book to see if it's a good fit for you and how can I go about doing the publishing with you and how much does it cost? Let's put it that way. Short and sweet.
Perfect. Well, I'm glad that you caught me. I have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds here. I'm hearing a lot of joy. Tell me a little bit more about this book and why it means so much to you.
It means so much to me because of the unforgiveness that I went through my life as far as being abused as a child and through corporate. And I wanted to turn my life around, but also to teach people about forgiveness, because that is what we need to do in these days. But yeah, it means a lot to me because the passion that I have to turn that hurt into passion, and how can I reverse it from that to be able to heal. So this is a book that's very dear to my heart because you got to ask for forgiveness every day. So
And so why do you think that this matters to the world, right? Like I think that self-help books there's thousands of them. People come out with them every day. You know, what's going to make, when I open up this book, it really matter to a specific audience?
well, because it's turning that pain into purpose. It's really a purpose that we actually are driven to reverse what we've been holding on for so long. So it actually is something that is needed in this world today. And it's something that actually, and I actually have a coaching program that's going along with this here as well. So the coaching program is something on forgiveness and how I can help people be able to turn their life around. To be able
That's awesome. And what else should I know to make a decision on this book here? I love the idea of having a coaching program attached to it.
Yes, yes. And I have actually a journal in the book as well. So transformation, how we can transform into something that's better for us, and how God actually wants us to transform to be able to forgive, to be able to move forward and to heal. And that's what's happening in this world today. We're not healing because we actually have so much unforgiveness in our heart. So, but the journal, it goes through as far as you writing down your feelings of how you can move forward to let go and let God, to be able to release the hurt.
Awesome. Well, look, you've sparked my interest. I would love to hear what programs you're already running, what audience you're in front of. So maybe we could set up a time.
Yeah, thank you. And it's freedom. Freedom about letting go. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Freedom and letting go. Beautiful job, Wanda. Beautiful job, Chris. And now we get to the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Wanda or Chris. I'll tell you which one. You'll give 30 seconds of feedback, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve. And then what is one word and how they left you feeling, one word and how they left you feeling. We're going to kick it off with Dave. And Dave, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Chris, please?
For Chris, please. I love his enthusiasm. The only question I had was, there was a lot of telling and not asking. As he was telling all that he's doing, I kind of wanted him to step into Jan's world and ask her what she needed in this area and then help fill her need.
Beautiful. Love that. Thank you for that. Dave, and Dave, what's one word on how Chris left you feeling?
Listening.
Listening. Beautiful. Thank you, Dave. Let's go, Daniel. Daniel, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Wanda, please?
Yeah, I thought Wanda did a really good job at helping us feel like she's warm and trusting. It was just a very genuine conversation.
Beautiful. And Daniel, what is your one word for Wanda, please?
Trust.
Trust. Thank you for that. Daniel, let's go, Jessica. Jessica, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Chris, please?
I think overall, Chris brought a lot of personality, which was great because it keeps the attention of the person on the other side when you're pitching. I would say that, again, I do agree with Dave in that there should be more of a collab where it's like give and take between the two parties. And it would have been nice if there were more of a storytelling element as to why you're targeting younger people a little bit more. So you could tell us a bit more of a storytelling aspect in how you pitch yourself.
Oh, I love it, Jessica. Really fantastic feedback. I love the tropical background to add contrast to being in the cold of New York. And Jessica, what's the one word that you have for Chris, please?
Collaboration.
Collaboration. I love it. Beautiful. Let's go, Kevin. Kevin, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Wanda, please?
Mute. Sorry, hold on. There we go. So Wanda, I thought it was very warm, heartfelt. To me, coming out of the gate with a big ask always requires a little bit of rapport building ahead of that bigger ask. So I think there could be a little work to fine tune that aspect. I think you have a great idea. And I think anybody who is listening to your heart and your tone behind it would be receptive to the idea. So that being said, I think just building a little bit of rapport of who you are, where you came from before the bigger ask would be a phenomenal way to get your foot in the door a little further.
Thank
Oh,
you.
love it. Really fantastic feedback, Kevin. And Kevin, what would be your one word for Wanda, please?
I would say comfort.
Comfort. Beautiful. Thank you for that, Kevin. Let's go, Tony. Tony, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Chris, please?
So Chris, I loved your ability to pivot with all the questions. You were on your feet, you were able to pivot, which is good. You know, you didn't, you seemed just to be able to flow right through it. The one thing that again, to go to Dave's point, I know that 3 minutes seems like it's way short, but spending 30 seconds or 1 minute just at the beginning, like, hey, can you give me like 30 seconds about who you are, you know, just some sort of connective, and then getting into, and then also using, kind of the negative end of budgeting, like, you know, using that to really push people or help somebody figure out, like, if they want to utilize you or not, is utilizing the, hey, do you find that people are not budgeting? So utilizing something like that.
Beautiful. Love it. Tony. And Tony, how about your one word?
Passion.
Passion. Love it. Thank you for that. And let's go, Anthony. Anthony, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Wanda, please?
Yeah, I think Wanda, you did great with the pattern interruption when you told a small story about your life, and I think that gets people engaged during like a call. It really makes them think, oh wow, okay, this is not something I hear on the regular basis. But I do second Kevin's opinion. I think that the ask should have came towards the end, but overall, like your engagement was really good.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. And Anthony, your one word, please.
Exciting.
Exciting. Thank you for that. And let's go. Elaine, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Wanda, please?
I think Wanda did a great job. I feel like she was able to truly sell what she's passionate about. Like, you really need to believe in what you're selling. And that came across absolutely. She's passionate about what she's doing and what she has to offer. I feel like he asked wonderful questions. I really like the questions that Joe asked. So I feel like giving a little bit of time for him to process instead of stacking so many benefits and other, like, it's awesome that she has all these offers coming, but just, I guess, spending a little more time with each and how that will actually benefit the people. Like, what is going to be the impact once you actually get the client to buy your book. So or the readers to buy your book. And I thought that was wonderful. I'm actually, I'll give you the word, I'm curious. Curiosity was the
Curiosity has been piqued. Thank you, Elaine. Wonderful feedback. Thank you for that. And let's go, Jan. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Chris? Oh, just unmute for us, Jan.
I loved your energy, Chris. I felt that you were very personable, very approachable, and just genuine is the word. Genuine would be the word that I would choose, because I could tell that you were genuinely wanting to serve people and helping them to become more financially literate and able to reach their goals and their dreams with your services, and that you were offering something that was really purposeful to this college. So I thought it was very good. And I just know that I've learned that asking questions is important. That's why I asked you some, but I think that that's something I would also add as well.
Chris is leaving here with asking questions. And Jan, your one word for Chris, please.
Genuine.
Genuine. Fantastic. And last but not least, Mr. Joe Exler, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Wanda, please?
I thought that Wanda did a great job of leading with her heart. She outlined her approach. She was able to identify how it was different than just like putting a book on a shelf. And she even gave some ideas on how her authority built into all of this. And I would say that, like, pulling all of that together and bringing it up to the top and being able to communicate that in the first 30 seconds of the call would be unbelievable. And the word that I would use for her is warmth, because I just wanted to continue to talk to her.
Oh, that is beautiful. Warmth. I love it. Thank you for that, Joe. And Joe, Jan, Joe Jan. I like how that goes together. As you know, this is the time that I usually get to put my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that I have no idea about. But since he's not here today, you guys get to put me on the hot seat in a scenario that I have no idea about. So I asked, just give me one scenario that you would like to see me go from Hello to Yes with somebody here. So Jan, Joe, which one of you would like to set up that scenario for today?
I've got a good one. Jan's got a good one. I could see it on her face.
Yeah, I got one, but
Go ahead. You could choose.
yeah, Bella.
You want to choose?
Okay, I was going to say that you are the global CEO of Chanel Fragrance.
Okay.
And your job is to get a president of a law firm to be willing to give Chanel to their top 50 clients for 1 quarter. You're going to try to have them give that gift to their top clients for 1 quarter. So there's an idea.
Can I throw one your way, Bella?
You can throw one my way too. And
Awesome.
so that's option number 1. And then we'll go Joe, option number 2, and we'll let everybody vote. So your option 2, Joe.
So option 2, I know on Blinded's been meeting with all these celebrities and they have the podcast, but what did they do with them afterwards? Maybe for the next 6 or 5 or however many people play Catan, we have a little celebrity Catan board game with Tony Child being the caller to pitch on Blinded on that.
Okay, so what is the yes that I'm seeking with who?
So the yes from you is you're Tony Child and you're calling Sean Callagy, the one and only, to get these celebrities who have been on the podcast in a room to play a little Catan. Because as you know, playing a game together, you get to know somebody so much better.
Yes, I am very clear on that, Joe, for sure. Okay, so option number 1. So please hold up a 1. If option number 1, you want to see a Chanel executive go from Hello to Yes with a law firm to give Chanel away for 1 quarter, or option number 2 would be to get celebrities like Tom Brady, Mike Tyson, Magic Johnson, all in a room to play Settlers of Catan with Tony. So you guys vote 1 or 2. 2.
I'm going to say 2.
Oh, wait, hold on. You got to hold them up. I gotta see. Everybody hold them up. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 1 is not voting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7 for number 2. So I think that is the majority. So we'll go with that. And Joe, since I am playing Tony, who would you like to play the role of Sean?
I would love Dave, if he'd like to step into it, to be Sean.
Dave, are you up for playing a blind, self-funded unicorn founder who has a #1 podcast, who's blind, who surfs, skis, and scuba dives, and also is a top trial attorney, having won 2 top 100 national jury verdicts? Are you up for playing that role?
Absolutely.
And Dave, I want you to know he really likes telling me yes, just so you know. Okay.
Should I play hardball or?
You can, of course, you can play hardball. So Dave, let's take it in, otherwise known as Sean. So, hey, Sean, it's Bella calling. Do you still have a couple minutes for me?
Hey, Bella, I do. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And Sean, I know you have an idea of what this call is about. I know the team kind of told you already. So let me ask you, I know you're super busy. You're doing all kinds of things. Why are you willing to even have this conversation with me in the first place?
Because we have these celebrities come on, we have an amazing interview with them. And we'd like to keep that relationship alive long term.
Got it. And Sean, you know, I was recently on The Heart of Influence, and I heard them say, you know, play a game with me for an hour and you'll learn more about each other than if you spoke for a year. Do you remember that Plato quote, Sean?
I do.
And so let me ask you, like, if that is true, when these celebrities come onto the podcast, like, do you play any games with them afterwards? Do you do anything with them afterwards to build the relationships?
Well, I stay in touch with them with email and text message. And I also want to become aware of those things that are important to them, like nonprofit organizations, et cetera. Make sure that we're supporting those places for them.
Yeah. Well, and on that, I heard that you made a $50,000 donation to Mike Tyson's charity on the podcast. That was absolutely incredible. Obviously, you're a giver. Obviously, you want to support folks, these celebrities, charities, and you want to build relationships with them. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So Dave, excuse me, Sean, I have a crazy idea. I don't know if you heard, but I shared on the recent Heart of Influence that I was on is I am in the top five players of Settlers of Catan. Did you hear this?
I did.
Okay. So I wanted to see what you thought about, because I know that you had said, you want to support these celebrity charities. Playing games are important. So if I had a way for you to continue the relationships with these celebrities and possibly help raise money for their charities, would that be of interest to you?
I think what would be interesting to me would to find a time when you and I could play Settlers of Catan, because I'd like to see how you play.
Well, I am up for playing a game with you. I'm gonna have to have a partner though, because I am blind. So, or no, you're gonna have to have a partner because you're blind.
Yes.
So we'll
Well,
definitely.
don't think that'll hold me back, because it won't.
Yes, I am clear on that because there's not much that
I can see the board clearly. I can see
That
it
is-
clearly.
That is for sure. So how about this, Sean? If you're up for it, can we have a longer conversation about how you and I have a game of Catan, and then maybe we get these celebrities together for a celebrity game of Catan to support their charities? How does that resonate with you or not?
I have a question.
Please.
I don't know if these celebrities enjoy playing games and if they have any experience with Settlers of Catan, because it can be terribly intimidating if you're playing against somebody who's really good. And I'm wondering if that builds a relationship or challenges a relationship. What do you think?
Well, for anyone who has a growth mindset, Sean, as I know you do, and I know that you only bring people on your show that have a growth mindset, although they may not be experts in this game, but I think if they have an opportunity to have some fun and raise some money for their charities, it could be of interest. Would you agree with that?
It could be, yes.
It could be. So how about this? How about we have that longer conversation? We'll kind of work out the details. I'll share with you how my ideas flow, how I think this could possibly work for all of the celebrities, and how we can go from hello to yes with them and enroll them into playing with us. Are you up for that longer conversation, say in the next week or two?
Yeah, and I'd like you to, as you reviewed the podcast,
Of course.
would you pick the one you think would be the most favorable in playing, so we can create the best experience possible with the first person? And then we'll expand from there.
I think that's a great idea. I will do that, Sean, and I look forward to our next conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great job at role playing, Dave. Sean, I think you sounded very similar to how he would definitely respond to that. And Dave, how was that for you?
That was great.
Beautiful. I think I'm seeing Tom Brady at a Catan board.
Okay, I can see Tom. I don't see some of the others, but I definitely see him. Yes.
I definitely see it as well. Well, thank you, Dave. And Dave, how was your time on the Heart of Influence overall?
You're very persistent.
Sean says the same thing, Dave.
Yes. You ask me questions that are almost rhetorical, like how could I say no to that question? So those are very well-constructed questions. Yeah.
Thank you. I did learn from the master of influence, Sean Gallagher himself.
Oh, yes, I can tell.
So really great job, Dave. Thank you for being here. And let's go. Tony, how did I do at playing you, getting celebrities to play the Settlers of Catan? And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
You did awesome. You did great. Dave's a hard one to crack, though. That was good. So I enjoyed my time. It was great. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. Beautiful job, Tony. And let's go, Chris. Chris, thank you for being here. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence? Thank you for being in the participant seat. Great job at that role play. And how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
Well, thank you so much for having me. I thought it was great. I am encouraged that the passion and the commitment shows in my voice, and that people have said I'm personable, so that encourages me. But I'm also grateful for the feedback that, really getting down and asking questions and making sure that the other person on the other end of the line gets a chance to show me who they are as well. Thank you so much for the feedback. I thought it was great, and I'd love to do it again. See how I improve.
Beautiful. Absolutely. Welcome back anytime, Chris. Thank you for being here. Let's go to our other participant, Wanda, who got voluntold by Joe. You can pay him back later, but really great job. And Wanda, how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
No, it was awesome because actually my book is coming out, and Joe, the questions that he asked me really made me think about it. And also the judges gave me insight of what I needed to do more. I mean, I have a whole story, so I could have did that, but I know I only had had a certain amount of time. But no,
Yeah.
it was great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And Joe, thank you for inviting me.
Well, thank you for being here. And everybody's going to get invited to our Heart of Influence LinkedIn group. So Wanda, definitely be in that group and share your book with everybody. So thank you so much for being here. And let's go. Elaine, thank you for being here. And great job on manifesting a judge role on the Heart of Influence. And how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
Oh, it's been wonderful. I love spending time with like-minded people. I actually met Jen on a plane flying back from Brazil, so it was like manifested. So I feel like this is also part of the continuous process. So I'm excited to get to know more all of you. Thank you so much for having me.
I love it, Elaine. That is awesome. Welcome to the Heart, or thank you for being on the Heart of Influence. And let's go to our top 1%er. Daniel, I like to think the show is in the top 1% of like business ways to connect. But Daniel, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence today?
It was great. I have this phrase I always like to say, we like to have fun, but we have fun doing serious business. So this is a perfect way for connectors and people that like building relationships to do exactly that.
Beautiful. I couldn't agree more, Daniel. Thank you so much for being here. And let's go, Kevin. Thank you for being here. Great job in the judge's seat. And Kevin, how was your time overall? If you'd like to unmute for us, how was your time overall on the Heart of Influence?
I thought it was a lot of fun. First and foremost, it is always intriguing to me to see different perspectives in how to do the stadium pitch, right? Like how to sell yourself, how to sell your product or service, what have you. One of my mentors in the world, came up with a slogan or a quote that says, "The great lie is that awareness and familiarity are enough." So when you're aware of something, just becoming more intimately familiar still does not make you a master. So I feel like everybody in this group is like-minded in the fact that we can all learn from one another and learn the steps of the sale for what works in any of our industries. So I had a great time.
That is amazing. Thank you so much. Really well put, Kevin. Thank you for that. And thank you for being here. And let's go, Anthony. Not as cool as a McLaren, but hopefully close. How was your time with us on the Heart of Influence today?
It's getting close to the McLaren. No, but
Yes!
I think it's
That's amazing. I love your
yeah. The most important thing in business is sales and obviously selling. So I think it's very important that everyone learns the skill. And me myself, I'm just starting. I'm early in my career. I'm starting my journey. So learning all these little tips and tricks on how to sell and how to convince someone, how to influence someone is very important. So it's a learning experience for myself and for the people watching. So I really appreciate it. Overall, great show. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. I feel like it was such a compliment that it's almost as cool as a McLaren. I feel very proud of that. Thank you, Anthony. And let's go final before we get to our co-producers. Jessica, thank you for being here. Also, fantastic job in the feedbackers seat, having traveled the world, from all over the world to the Heart of Influence. How was your time on the Heart of Influence?
I really enjoyed it. I think what this really is kind of like theater improv meets business, which is something very much so people need to utilize and practice. Also a former theater kid. So definitely felt nostalgic, but also loved how we added in the business aspect. So phenomenal. Awesome.
I love it, Jessica. I love that analogy. I'm going to let the team highlight that in the recap for sure. Thank you so much for that, Jessica. And let's go, Jan. Jan, great job on your show. And how about your final on your show, please?
Oh, it was lots of fun. It's always fun to meet new faces, new people, learn from them, and also to be surrounded by people in my world that I just love and respect so much and have learned so much from. So it was beautiful to be here and just sharpen our saws together. So thank you, Bella.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Jan, and for bringing all of these individuals together. It is not easy, but really fantastic job. And let's go final, Joe Wexler.
Awesome. This group is such a great group to kick off 2026 with. I've always considered myself a cruise ship captain, and I'm just welcoming on board leaders who are leading other people. And we've got a lot of leaders in this room. Jan and I are running a virtual event on the 29th, and we'll make sure that everybody gets connected and registered for that. And we'll also make sure that you all get connected with one another, because this is the beginning of the year and the beginning of these relationships. It is not the end. And I'm looking forward to seeing where we all go in 2026 and beyond. So really appreciate all of you.
Thank you for that, Joe, and for everyone. On behalf of Sean, myself, and the entire Unblinded team, we would just want to welcome everybody to the Unblinded ecosystem. And this show came out of COVID when the world was shut down and, we lost our ability to meet each other in person. Sean invented this show so that people could come together, meet each other, and build relationships. We don't say it's a networking, because a lot of times if you network, you go to an event, you collect some cards, and then nothing ever happens. And we created this as an ecosystem builder. So in the chat, you have a VIP page. On that is an opportunity to join our LinkedIn group. You also get an email. Inside that LinkedIn group will be everybody's bio. You also get an email with that, a book, many gifts for us. And it's just to continue the relationship, because that is our outcome, to continue the relationships with you guys, for you guys to continue the relationship with each other. You have an opportunity for a business acceleration session. If you're like, I'm not really sure what I can do with these people, that business acceleration session will absolutely advance that mission as well. So on behalf of myself, Sean, and everybody, we want to say thank you for joining the Heart of Influence today. Jan, Joe, absolutely fantastic group, great energy. And we end every show by saying, although Sean may be physically blind, sometimes we're all blind to the opportunities right in front of us and just learning